everyone, Maggie from M&R here. Today we are in St. Louis, Missouri, visiting our friends over at St. Louis Print Company. Let's go. Hey Terry.
Hey Maggie, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks for letting us come check out your shop. And
absolutely.
Can't wait to see what you have here.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
All right.
Come on. There you go. So Terry, you were the owner of St. Louis Print Company.
Correct.
Can you tell me a little bit about when you started, how you started, the backbone, the background?
Yeah, we started in 2007 is when we got our first location. In 2006, I actually opened up a promotional products company when I was managing a screen printing company. And then in February of 2007, we took it full time, got our place, and yeah, this was actually our third location. So
3 times a charge?
Yeah, we had to move 3 times because we kept outgrowing the space. Actually, this space here, there was, I think, 6 businesses in here. And so as we kept growing and they kept like going out of business, we would take more and more of their, so we kept taking more of their space, the space in this building, until eventually we just bought the whole building. And
what's this area here? Your shipping, receiving?
This is our shipping and receiving department.
Okay.
Correct.
How many employees work here?
Currently we have 26.
In total?
In total.
But you have a family here, a legit family, don't you?
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so it's me and my wife, 2 of my 4 daughters, my sister-in-law, and several friends from like growing up that all work together. So yeah, I would say out of 26 of us, probably 10 of us are either family or pretty close like family.
Yeah, that's good.
So
makes it fun.
Yeah.
Is it a good balance or?
I think it is.
There's a lot of blue in your shop. I like it. Thank you.
Yeah.
What are you running? Manuals, automatics? What are you running here?
Yeah, we run 4 autos and 2 manuals. There was a time we didn't run M&R. So
we're done.
When I first got started, I was just buying whatever I could afford, and I bought some old. There was a company, I think based in St. Louis maybe, it's called High Tech. They had old equipment still laying around I was able to pick up, and we were buying old MHMs, and we did get a used M&R press, and then we bought finally our first 2 brand new autos at the same time. But we bought 1 M&R and 1 Anatol.
Okay.
And both companies knew. I said, well, whatever we like better, we're going to go ahead and sell the other one, and we'll replace all of our equipment with that company's stuff. And then we have all M&R. So yeah, we've been running M&R ever since. So
what machines specifically do you have?
So we have 2 Sportsman's 12 colors. We have a Diamondback 8 color and a Diamondback 6 color as far as the autos go. And then there's Sprint 3000s.
The big boys. The big boys.
Yeah, so got 2 of those. We run an iImage and an EcoRent.
How many, I say I'll use screens, how many screens do you think you do a day?
I think, well, like I said, when we were running 7 autos and all that, we were going through hundreds of screens a day. But I think right now we got it down to about 125, 150 maybe a day. It's probably in that range.
You have the EcoRent iImage.
Correct.
Has it saved you time
in
the shop and stuff?
Yeah, tons of time. Before we got the EcoRents, I think we had 2 booths, and it was 2.5 people that were constantly washing out screens.
Oh, yeah.
And now one person does. It takes one person to operate this and the iImage, and they still have time to do other things.
Time to do other stuff. I'll take you more
the next thing we are wanting to get is an automatic reclaim, and we are wanting to get the new squeegee washer.
Oh, the quick clean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So those will probably be our next 2 things.
Yeah.
After embroidery equipment.
Such good choices.
So.
You are a contract company, right?
Correct.
Who do you print for usually?
So we cater mainly to the ASI market.
Okay.
So promotional product companies, some online retailers. We don't work with any end users at all whatsoever. So 100% contract.
What if someone walks in the door?
We tell them go away.
Bye.
I actually will send them off to a client of mine.
Oh, that's good.
I refer everyone to certain clients of mine, and then they'll handle the sale, give it back to me as a contract order. But yeah, we don't want anything to do with any direct sales at all.
Friends support friends. It's nice to have people close by.
Yep.
It's a tight little community here.
Yeah.
So you have one shift here. Are you pretty hands-on in the
No. I used to be. Like I say, when we started in 2007, I mean, I did essentially almost everything. But I mean, I worked 12, 16-hour days, 6, 7 days a week. That went on for probably 3, 4, 5 years. And then I think I started to get burnt out. I mean, we were growing and growing and growing, but it was a lot. And so I started stepping away more and more and delegating. And so even when we had, we got up to the 7 autos and 48 employees, I was pretty hands off by then.
Yeah.
And I had multiple supervisors and managers taking care of everything for me. And now I'm to the point where, I'm here maybe 6 hours a week. I still kind of work from home, but maybe a couple hours a day. So I'm essentially have reclaimed all my time back that I lost for all those years. But I have great people that take care of everything. I'm not so hands off where I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you, in my office, there's cameras everywhere.
I saw you.
My daughter, she does all the invoicing and everything. She'll email me daily what our numbers are, what we did, the previous day, what our receivables are. So I see that every day. Our manager will text me every morning, let me know if anyone's not there, how many presses are running, blah, blah, blah. And then all the emails that come to our office, I get carbon copied on. So I see all the correspondence between my staff and my clients.
But you have a really cool story too. You're very successful. You started at 16.
I dropped out of high school when I was 15. I got a GED and I took a job screen printing when I was 16. And by the time I was 23, I started the promotional products company. It was just a side hustle while I was managing a screen printing company. And that was in, I think, July of 06. And by February of 07, I left my job and to do this full time.
St. Louis Print Company.
Yeah, and then that's when I think it was in February of 07 that we changed the name. So it used to be Keeven Promotions.
Okay.
And then I decided I was terrible at sales. And so I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to do contract work. So that way I don't have to sell anything. And so that's when we switched over to contract and we renamed the company St. Louis Print Company.
Nice.
In 07, yeah.
High five. You go, Terry. You have a pretty unique story. Is there something that you would change now? Sorry.
You're fine.
That you would change from when you first started?
Well, when I first started, all my kids were really little. And like I said, I worked so much back then. And it really consumed me. And I know that's how a lot of small businesses are with the owners. And I don't know if I would have, I wish I had that time back, but at the same time, the way we live now might not be if I didn't put in all that effort in the beginning. And so I'm always like, it's a catch-22. I'm like, if I was as laid back then as I am now, we probably wouldn't have gotten to where we were. Yeah. And so I'm like, so I do think about that a lot. I wish I wouldn't have worked so much. I did make it a point to always be at all my kids' stuff though. I feel like I could have been there more though.
But you know what? Present. You're here. Your daughter works here now.
I have 2 daughters that work here.
They see all the hard work.
Yeah, and we have 2 younger daughters that are still in high school. So
Yeah, they appreciate it. They got a good pops.
they got a good
papa.
Yeah. So
James, what do you do here?
I'm the king up here. I
Yes, you are.
run all the dryers, all these dryers. I catch everything, box everything up, ship everything out.
You are the king, the backbone of this place, huh?
I try to make it happen.
So you and Terry have been close for a long time since you
yeah.
guys were 9, right?
Yep.
And you've gone from shop to shop. What makes this place, unique, different than other places that you've been at?
I think it's because we family are out here. Everybody out here know each other.
Yeah.
We all cool. It ain't ever no problems in here.
No family drama?
No family drama at all. You hear me? Plus, they show me a lot of respect, so I don't be worried about it.
That's good. Well, they're very lucky to have
Oh
you.
yeah. I appreciate
And it's nice to meet the king.
To meet, hey, everybody needs to meet him sometime.
What other services do you guys offer here besides screen printing?
embroidery. We actually just got into that at the beginning of this year.
In January?
In January.
What made you do that?
We sold 3 automatics, and we weren't going to get into embroidery, and I was coming out to this space, and I was so used to it being full of production, and it was just driving me nuts.
Empty space.
Yeah, so I was like, I got to capitalize on some space, and so we decided the lowest hanging fruit was embroidery. It's not as labor intense, from what I heard, as screen printing. It's not as messy, so we decided to get into that. So we just got into that in January of this year.
Who runs your embroidery department?
Dylan does. Dylan and my daughter Mackenzie run this up here.
Let's meet them.
Yeah.
So Dylan, you worked in the print shop before,
That is correct.
and you've been here for 10 years?
Yep, coming up on 10 years now.
And you ran an M&R?
Yep, for
You wanna
9
talk
of those.
about that? 9 years
Yep,
out of
9
10?
years.
Dang!
I
What was your press? What'd you
I ran the striker, or not the striker, but the Diamondback S
Diamondback.
for, at least 8 of those, and then Sportsman for 2.
And now you're in embroidery. How did
Yeah.
that happen?
Oh, well, I mean, once you get so good at something, they got to move you to something
Yeah, right?
else. So, no, it's I learned the machines quite a bit, and it taught me a lot about understanding quality and custom apparel. You can't go wrong with blue machines, so why not
Good, right?
come back up to embroidery?
Do you do embroidery, and do you go back in the shop too, or are you just?
If I'm needed down there, yeah. I will get called down there, if they have any questions, angles, pressure, speeds, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Really, the fine detail stuff that,
Cool.
you need some years.
When you're good at
experience.
something, you're too
Yeah.
good. They want
yeah.
you
Yeah,
everywhere.
you gotta spread that out. a
Stop
little bit.
being so good at your job, Dylan.
Right, gotta,
Last question: if you were a potato chip, what kind of chip would you be?
ooh, salt and vinegar.
Salt and vinegar. Nasty. We're done. Kidding. So you are the famous Mackenzie. You are Terry's daughter.
Yes.
I saw your drawings up front when you were a little kid. He was bragging about that. What do you like working with your dad? We're growing up in the print shop. What's your favorite?
I like growing up in it because it was something that I like to experience, watching all the t-shirts and everything like that, just because I love all these graphic tees and stuff like
pretty
that.
cool.
So learning how they get made is really cool.
Did you work ever in the shop or like shadow
Yes.
people and
I
stuff?
was a printer, I think for the past 2 years now,
Okay.
but yeah, and then I moved up here.
What made you come? Did your dad make you come to embroidery?
No, actually, he asked, before he got it, he was asking how I felt about it, and it was just something I really
You're good
wanted
at
to
it.
try.
So, yeah.
So.
Terry, thank you for having us visit you guys, and now you have the official Blue Crew Squeegee, and we're happy that you're part of the Blue team.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
High five. Your wife is here, so I'm gonna go shopping now. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. So can I have a credit card? Bye. Bye.